Hi, welcome to Sona Motivates. Sona motivates you to eat healthy, be happy, and enjoy every moment. So, guys, welcome to our spice series, Facebook Live Spice series, week 8. It's Star Anise and 3 unique health benefits of this very beautiful celebrity star spice. Why would I call it a celebrity star spice? Because look at this. Don't you think it's the most beautiful thing you have ever seen? So this is a really cute spice, and this is usually all the spices are thrown away, but this is always kept for garnishing as well. Anyways, I'll start with something very different, even though it looks so cute. Couple of years ago, this star spice was actually called off from the shelves because there were some health issues for almost around 70 infants had some health issues regarding this when they were given this the tea, or I think the boiled water with this spice for their colic problem. So why did that happen? After a lot of research, and when all the shelves were cleared of this spice, they found out that the original the original US star spice was actually mixed with Japanese star spice, which was supposed to be a little problematic for consumption, and that's when this thing happened, that a lot of kids suffered from this problem. So and then when the real issue was solved, they found out that this spice is very beneficial. It's not at all poisonous, and it can still be used and consumed in a safer way, so it's not a problem. Anyway, so let's go back to this star spice, and actually it is seen that how can you differentiate between the Chinese star anise and Japanese star anise, is that this has 8 carpels or petals. It has 8 petals, and Japanese star spice, usually anise, has around 10 or more of these carpels. So this is the best way to know that whether this spice is the one you should be consuming. And usually all over America you get these the better version of this star anise. So guys, this has a very, very wonderful smell, and I'm enjoying its aroma right now. So even while I'm holding it, my fingers and my hands are smelling so good. So this is very, very nice spice. Hi Nimisha, thanks for joining. Nice to see you. We missed you last week. Okay, so let's so I just told about the fallen star story. It is actually it became very popular by the name of the fallen star, where the Japanese star anise was very was kind of poisonous for a kid, but they suffered from seizures and some health issues, but just for 2-3 days after that all of these kids recovered, and there were not any fatalities as such. So definitely it was a scary situation back then, but now, like I said, it's cleared off. The name of star anise is cleared up. Okay, so now we can start using it. So guys, this is actually, what do you think? It's a fruit, or it's a flower, or it's what it is? We have seen so far, some of our spices are bark, some are leaves, some are buds and seeds and all sorts of things. So what do you think this is? Now clearly you see it looks like flower, but surprising enough, it's a fruit. So this is a fruit of a evergreen tree from China. So this is a very grown in large quantities in China and Vietnam. So this comes from China, and this is very extensively used in Chinese cooking. So actually one of the 5 spice powder, the 5 spice thing, what Chinese use in their cooking, this is one of the most important ingredient in their 5 spice. Okay, let's jump on to our first health benefit right away today, and it is actually star anise is very has lot of health benefits, and one of them, a very important one, is it is actually antifungal and antibacterial properties. It has antifungal and antibacterial properties, and it is actually immunity boosting. So if when it is a flu season, and now that the weather will be changing, it will be cold soon, the fall is approaching quick, very fast, so it's better to make a tea with this. So what can you do is boil this star anise for 10 minutes in water, and then after boiling, let it cool and add a little honey or maple syrup or even a little sugar and drink this. It has actually this star anise has a shikimic acid. It's called shikimic acid, and it is actually, this acid was used for in the manufacturing of Tamiflu. So basically, star anise was widely used in manufacture of Tamiflu, and Tamiflu is one of the very common medicine prescribed for flu symptoms, for influenza, and so if you think you might be catching up flu, you can start drinking this, the star anise tea, and it turns out to be a very beneficial. So star anise has this shikimic acid, which is used in Tamiflu, and that is one of the extensively used medications. So it has antifungal and antibacterial properties, and super beneficial for our body. Okay, hi Pratima, thanks for joining in. Okay, if you have any questions about star anise, our celebrity spice, so please shoot me a comment here. Okay, yeah. Okay, and now do you guys know where can we use this? So I think in Indian cooking, we know we use it in curries. We make actually some kind of spice powders, so curry powders things. So not the original curry powder which I talked about in last couple of weeks, with coriander seeds powder or cumin powder, but these powders are very for specific curries. So these we call as garam masala. So star anise is used in this garam masala. Okay, and it is also used, I actually use it in making biryani. So for biryani, we have to make rice. We make plain white rice, and then we add flavorings to it, and in a different way. I make 3-layered biryanis quite often, and what I do is I add just one, in a maybe 3 or 4 cups of rice. I just add one of these on. Oh my god, the aroma and the fragrance, the flavor it adds to the dish, it's outstanding. This is like a secret ingredient. So even if you're cooking white rice once in a while, just try adding one flower is more than enough, and you will see it smells so good. The whole kitchen starts smelling aromatic, like festive season. Okay, so that's what it is. So we use in curries, in, like I told, in making those special curry powders called masala, and we also use in the rice, like biryanis and pulaus. You can add them for that extra fragrance and richness. It is also, actually, surprising enough, it is used in one of our street food, and it is very, very native to our place. So probably, maybe in the next class or something, I might have a video posted about what that dish is, because it's very hard to explain in such a short time. But yeah, in Indian cooking, this is how it is used, and in Chinese, I told you, they make this spice powder with star anise. Sorry. And one more surprising fact is actually star anise is used in Italian liquor named sambuca. So they use this to flavor the liquor, and I'm sure it must be so tasty. Too bad I don't drink, but I think it will be it's something. I'm sure those who drink alcohol, please try this liquor. I'm sure you guys will like it. Okay. Hi, Chroma. Nice seeing you again. Then our next health benefits. The first one was it is used in Tamiflu. It has antibacterial, antifungal properties, and of course for the virus as well, it's used. It is very rich source of antioxidants, and we all know how important it is to oxidize, keep the cell properly hydrated and oxidized, because sorry, not let them oxidize. It helps cell not to get oxidized because of all these all these changes. It's very important to use to consume antioxidant rich food, and they help us fight free radicals. That's what these antioxidants do. And sure enough, our star anise is very rich source of antioxidant. So even once or twice a week, if you use it, it is super beneficial. It is actually immunity booster. It helps you immune your body. Like I said, since the cold season is approaching, it's better to keep these spices handy for your for your perfect health. Okay. Actually, and what happens, these if these there are free radicals, and you are not getting your food properly, you are not consuming all the antioxidant rich food, you are prone to get all these diseases. There is faster aging, you might get heart issues, you might have the diabetes, cancer. So to avoid all these, we all need to consume food rich in antioxidants. And why not, if you, of course, blueberries and all those good foods are there, great, all these great tasting, but you have to try these spices. So again, we are stressing the fact that the spices are not to keep you, just not for making the food spicy, but they have way more health benefits than what we think. Okay, so we just covered our second health benefit, and that is they help us fight free radicals. And these free radicals are responsible for early aging, diabetes, heart issues, and cancer also. So why not consume our star anise? And how much do you think is enough? Because when we talk about spices, we have always stressed the fact that 1 teaspoon is more than enough for a day. So here we are talking about this this whole flour. So this usually this is actually half teaspoon of the powder, in the powder form. So maybe half teaspoon is also more than enough. You try to consume this. Is some people actually, what they do is they make the tea and they consume thrice a day, and that's a good idea too, because this is kind of a little bit diluted, but it's still very beneficial. So again, like all other spices, a little goes long way. So make sure you use this spice, but again in moderation. And if you of course it has such a nice flavor and fragrance, but please don't overdo it, because it has that slightly sweet, spicy licorice taste. So if you add too much, it might turn your dish might turn bitter. It might be bitter in taste. So it's better to add a little bit, because a little bit leaves a good flavor. It just flavors enough. Just a pinch. Yes, that's the right word. Yes, Nimisha, thank you for correcting me. Yes, just a pinch goes a long way. That's a perfect. But for rest of the spices, just a pinch is a great idea. But for this, I usually don't ground it, because like we talked about in our last week about the pepper or peppercorns or black pepper, if you ground them, they kind of lose their potency, you can say, this flavor and fragrance. And what we can do is you can ground them and use right away, or the best with this spice, actually I would love to put it whole, because it even if it is floating in the dish, if you see it it will look cute, it will look nice, because of course cinnamon or bay leaf, you want to take it out, because it won't look that appetizing, but this will look nice. So why not keep it whole? Okay, so now let's go to our third health benefit. So the first one is like I talked about. The first one was the antifungal, antibacterial use, and of course immunity boosting health benefits. The second one was it is rich in antioxidant, rich source of antioxidants. And the last but not least, before that, I would like to answer this good question by Chroma. Where can you buy them? Actually, you get them in all grocery stores. So I brought these from Lucky's supermarket. It's a chain store. They have all organic, great produce, but you can get them in Whole Foods and Trader Joe's, and you can get them in Earth Fare, in Lucky's, and all supermarkets. So Star Anise is actually pretty popular in a lot of cultures. So it's not typical Indian spice, but it is definitely used in Indian curries. Okay, so let's jump to our third health benefit, and it is actually this actually it really caught my attention, because this Star Anise is excellent for women's health. And why? This is very important. Researchers have found that Star Anise has estrogenic effect due to compound anethole, which helps regulate hormonal function in women. So instead of jumping on to take hormones or any kind of medications, I would always try something at home, and this is the best to regulate your hormones if you have any issues. So last a couple of weeks down the lane, we talked about, I think, nutmeg. Nutmeg also has same kind of, they help you a lot, and even for sleep disorders, and it calms you down. I call nutmeg was very widely used in insomnia. So the same health benefits this has, it calms you down, it helps you regulate the hormones. So if you actually mix nutmeg and the Star Anise, and you maybe make a tea with this, and you can store it in refrigerator for a couple of days, and just sip it when you want to, with a little bit honey or any kind of agave nectar, and try this. It might help you get rid of some of the medications. And if that happens, please let us know. Of course, before trying any of these health remedies, let your doctors and your healthcare providers know that you are trying something, very holistic approach to heal you. That way they will be able to adjust your dosage. So guys, these were the 3 health benefits, and we still have people on IG, and nice seeing you all. Thank you for joining. And we have Pratibha and Pratima and Nimisha, and all great friends here. So nice guys, thank you for joining for our Facebook live series. And if we still have time, we have time. So I will repeat just once again, just to recap. So we saw these 3 health benefits of Star Anise, and the first one was it has antifungal and antibacterial properties. It has immunity boosting benefit. It has a compound named shikimic acid, which is extensively used in Tamiflu. So if you would like, if the flu season is approaching, it's getting colder. It will get colder soon, of course not in Florida, but everywhere else. So try drinking this tea, so you protect yourself. Our second health benefit is about it is excellent source of antioxidants. They help us fight free radicals, which are responsible for heart problems, and diabetes, and aging, and of course and cancer, and all those health issues. And last but not least, I just now talked about how they can be helpful in women hormonal balancing, regulation. So if you have any issues with your menstrual cycles or stuff, why not try the Star Anise tea? Of course, try to use them in your curries, soups, stews, rice items. So just one or two is way more than enough. So try to use them. Enjoy the Star Anise. And guys, don't forget to like us on our Facebook page. Don't forget to leave comments, and we are actually looking forward to present more and more spices to you guys. So please, like you are doing that. So one of our friend Janet, she asked about Star Anise, so that's why we took Star Anise today. But do the same. Leave us in message or in comment that what spice you would like to hear from us. We also have our YouTube channel, so don't forget to go on there and subscribe. And last but not least, we are actually giving since in Florida our school started from yesterday, and we started our series of healthy lunches and healthy, quick, easy lunches for kids of all ages. Basically, they are not very just not peanut butter sandwich. They are little. We have incorporated a lot of veggies in them. They're all vegan lunches, but of course if your kids love meat or they eat chicken and stuff, you can definitely add what you would like to add, but we have kept it vegan. We have used the vegan cheeses as well. Don't forget to share those recipes with the moms who would be benefited from these healthy lunches, because being a mom, I know how hard it is, because every morning you have to think of something different, and they are bored with the same lunch, and sometimes it's very cold and they don't like it. So it's better to make different things. So we are trying to give many options and different options. Please try all these vegan lunches with your kids. Don't forget to leave the comments, like us, share about us, and ask a lot of questions. We are here to answer your questions, and we love hearing from you. So thank you very much, guys, for today's spice series, Star Anise, and see you next week with a new spice, and stay tuned. Bye.